10.3 area and perimeter. I can find area and perimeter and missing dimensions in triangles and rectangles.
Excellent. So we did all of this. The only thing we really did do is the missing dimensions and triangles, right?
Yep.
Okay, but I'll leave that for you guys because you use your algebra, your guess and check to solve that. All right, vocab. 7 vocab words. Area, our perimeter and area, I think we're pretty good at. I want to make sure that we remember these the guys right here, congruent markers. So what does this mean if you have 4 of the exact same congruent markers? All sides are equal. In this case, it's going to be a square, right?
Yep.
Cool. Square, rectangle, definitions should be something you're cool with. Triangle, we said it was half the size of a quadrilateral. And then we also concluded that if you take any polygon and draw triangles in it, the number of triangles you draw is the same as your n minus 2 on the angle sum formula.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just to clarify, since I don't have those notes in here, this is a what shape again?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. And we can draw 3 triangles in a pentagon. And every triangle has an angle sum of 180, right?
Yeah.
And 180 and 180 and 180 gives us
540.
540. And if we were going to use the angle sum formula for the pentagon, we would use 180 times n minus 2, right? How many sides are in a pentagon?
5.
So it would be 180 times 5 minus 2. So how many triangles are in that pentagon? What's 5 minus 2? 3. You see that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Formulas and labels. Length times width also means what? Everybody, again, length times width also means? Okay, I'm going to skip over the rest of that. Number 3, again, we have these guys are called what? Congruent markers. And then we calculated by using, what do we call the numbers we use to solve? Say that again? Plugins. So when I ask you for plugins, you know what I'm talking about. Skip over B. I'm going to skip over C, other than you know that this is the height. Is this the height of a triangle?
No.
No, it's not the height, that's the side length. What are the dimensions of a square? If it's 64 centimeters squared, we know it's 8 by 8, right? But if we did not know, or we did not know that this was an 8, this was an 8 before, yes, no? So since it's a square, we can call it an x and an x, yes, no? Or a base and a height, I don't care. And you know that x times x is equal to, and so x times x is x squared, not 2x. Be careful on that, right? So it's x squared equals 64. Algebraically speaking, how do we get the x by itself? Use the square root on both sides, yes, no? And the square root and the square cancel out. We've got x equals the square root of 64 is 8. Remember our letter E? Same situation, except for this time, you're given the area of the rectangle and one side. So we're given 16 and we're giving 96 centimeters squared, yes, no? So we got base times height is equal to 96. We know that one of the base is 16, yes, no? So 16h equals 96. We want to get h by itself using our algebra. H is what? 6. We good?